started coming up with creative ideas to things to do while I'm stuck in traffic. And one of my favorite things is think of curses of guys that are about to cut me off. So initially, I was like, the classic. I just gave them the finger, or just drive by like this. Problem is, it's no es más fuerte, no? So I started cursing. Only problem is, I'm in a locked car, they're in a locked car, so while I'm driving past, doesn't really sound the best idea. So I came up with my best option, alternative yet, which is, I'll give them the international sign of douchebaggery, which is, I'll give them the jerk off sign while I drive by. And it's awesome, it works 10 out of 10 times. Now, I have a girlfriend, and the thing is that one thing I love about her is that she's really she wants to be one of the guys, she wants to be one of the bros. So I taught her, I was like, next time somebody cuts you off, just give them the jerk off sign, And she was like, yeah, I'll totally do that. So the other day we were in the car, she's getting ready, she was like, please somebody cut me off, cut me off, cut me off. And a guy does. And then she goes like, hey! And we're like, whoa, 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 whoa. First of all, I wish I was that big. Secondly, you don't finish. Because that's like, you're enjoying it. Like, you can't be like, oh, thank God you cut me off in traffic. You can't say that. Well, my girlfriend's actually in the audience tonight, so guess who'll be by himself tonight? This guy. Oh man, I've been in Mexico for 2 years, so I think I should finally learn some fucking Spanish. I think. But see, the thing is that there's a lot of Mexicanisms in Mexican Spanish, which makes it much harder. You can't just go to a class and learn it. You got to talk to people. And there was this particular thing that really got me into trouble because I didn't understand Mexicanisms. So the thing is, my girlfriend and her parents, they booked us like a ticket to Miami. We were all very excited, and I was almost not able to make it, but I made it. So what happened was I wanted to thank him. And at work, everybody uses this particular word, which people really go associated with awesome. So this is how the text message went like. And I'm like, oh hey, you guys got the tickets? A huevo! With like 15 O's and 32 exclamation points. Now what I didn't know was that you never say that to your suegros or suegras, ever. And then, when like a hot girl, you want to text her and you're like, hi, at 3 a.m. in the morning, and then the next morning you just see the blue ticks. That's exactly what had happened, because her whole family saw me write a huevo, and then I had like 3 missed calls from her. She's like, what's wrong with you? How could you possibly think about doing that? I learned a very valuable lesson that day, which was never trust your co-workers, because the other thing they told me to say was to go up to my suegro and go up and tell him, esta pinche riquísima. Bad idea. I've actually started going to Spanish classes. And the thing is that I go to a very international Spanish class, which means there's like Russians, Chinese, Japanese, Koreans, and every person has an accent. I don't know if you've noticed this. Even Spanish-speaking people have different accents. Like, the Spaniards have like the lisp, Mexicans have something I don't know. Argentinians, Blasha, they have that. But my favorite of all time is when Japanese people speak Spanish. I don't know if you heard of it, but it's fucking wicked. So we had an exercise in the class, right? And then there was this kid. His job was just to read, hi friend, where is the library? That's it. He gets up on stage, and then he's like, hola amigo, ¿dónde está la biblioteca? Like, relax, Mr. Miyagi, alright? Wax on and wax off. Love it. Love it. I wanna speak to you guys. How many people are actually from like Mexico City here? So like everybody. Awesome. So I'm about to offend you guys big time right now. Hope you guys are ready. I wanna say something which I think is a very bold thing for a Singaporean or a non-Mexican to say, but fuck it, it's open mic. I'm here to tell you guys, Mexicans or Chilangos, you pronounce a lot of words in Spanish wrongly. Let me give you an example, alright? Whenever, you want to say, it's like, the word you guys use is, osa estoy crudo, that kind of stuff. The thing is, the real word is osea, but you guys say osa. To a guy like me who uses Google Translate, I typed in osa, that's female bear. You can't do that. You can't do that to me. Because I'm like, this guy is hungover, and there's a female bear behind him. How? The other word, this is my favorite. What is, when you say, I guess, pues sí, right? But Mexicans don't pronounce it as pues sí. Pussy. Pussy! Can you imagine my first week at work? I'm sitting in the weekly huddle, and like the CEO is like talking to the people, and it's like, so hey, Carlos, I guess we're on track for the growth rates today. Pussy? What? I mean, I know I'm in a startup and every idea is welcome, but you can't just say pussy to the CEO and we're like, oh yeah, we're breaking through, that's a great idea, calling me a pussy. You can't say that, right? Thank you. Oh man, it's a great night for comedy. I'm gonna switch gears a bit. I wanna tell you guys about the time that I came to Mexico for the first time. It was I bought a one-way ticket, and I had very little to no money, and I was so excited to be here. I'd been here once before, and I was just sort of like, this is where I want to live, I want to work, blah blah. Unfortunately, I took my flight through LA, and if you see a brown guy like me with a beard, there's like 5 words randomly selected for additional screening. Or 3 magical words, free prostate exam. It was a toss-up. So I went through the customs, and it was definitely a very crazy experience. The US customs for a brown guy is no joke. So I get to LAX, and then I had, for some reason, I've forgotten to fill out some bullshit form. So I get taken to the airport prison. They have like prisons everywhere. There's like Oxxos in Mexico. They're like everywhere, right? And I get to the prison, there's like 3 people next to me. There's one Chinese kid who does not speak any English, does not know anybody in the US, has like $100,000 in cash with him. Then there's another Mexican lady, speaks no English, only Spanish, and she has a green card but has no idea why. And then there's me. I'm like, I just want to get to Mexico, man. And then I fill it up, eventually he's like, okay, you got to go to this website, you got to do this. The policeman comes over, he's like, you got to fill up this form, blah, blah, blah. And I give him my laptop, he opens up, he goes to Google, shows me everything, it's awesome, right? And then I managed to catch my flight, and that's why I'm still here, And the thing is, during this whole time, I could have missed my flight to Mexico, wouldn't have been here. I could have been in jail. But the scariest thing for me was when he opened up my laptop and looked at my search history. Because my God, the filth he would have found there. Oh man, I miss Singapore now too. Anybody been to Singapore before? No. Nobody? So you will totally get this joke now. I miss Singapore. the thing is that just like, a lot of Mexicans mispronounce words in Spanish, Singaporeans do that with English, and it's more common than you would think. I remember this time, there was this colleague of mine, she'd gone to Philippines for some community service, and she was very proud of herself, and she was showing everybody photos, and she was very happy, and then we were flicking through, and then I saw this photo where there was like a lot of white stuff on the floor. So I asked her, hey, what's this white stuff? The thing is, she wants to say cement, but good old Singlish came and fucked it all up. So I asked her, hey, so what is this white stuff? And then she's like, oh, it's just semen. I'm like, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. Well done. Semen on the floor. Interesting. Tell me more. So I asked her dumb fucking questions like, oh yeah, so where did you find all that semen? And I was like, oh, we had to make it day and night. Wow. And then she started telling me tales out of nowhere. She was like, oh yeah, the children were very excited, so we were having semen fights. And then the semen dropped and it all dried up. And then she goes on to say one of the funniest things I've ever heard. She was like, hey, come over here. Feel my biceps. Do you know why they're so hard? Because I've been carrying semen all day. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my time. Thank you so much. Good night. The next